What's up, guys? Welcome to Rotor Riot. My name's Alex Vanover.
I'm Bubby FPV.
And I'm Ladrib.
And today we have a really exciting episode. I'm back in Orlando with these guys, and of course that means we're going to do some type of racing, but we're going to change it up a little bit today. I'm not going to be racing in this, but I have some racing quads for you guys, and they're all set up, ready to go, but you're going to race each other.
Okay.
So it's me versus Drew.
It's going to be you versus Drew.
Yeah,
that way I'm out
neither
of
of us really do much of this racing thing.
No. So what's going to happen on this episode is I'm going to coach each of these guys individually through a few batteries, and then these guys are going to race each other.
Oh, you're going down. You ain't got nothing.
Can you get me a chair? Give me a chair.
You ain't got
This year I'm going to be trying to qualify with the multi-GP qualifiers. So I'll be really interested to get Alex's some tips from him on racing, because right now I know nothing.
So normally when you guys fly a multi-GP 5-inch quad, this is kind of what it looks like right here. Usually you use like a 6-cell battery.
Okay.
But
it means it goes, whoa, where'd it go?
We're not going to use that.
Why are we going to use that?
We're going to use a 3-cell battery. And a 2200 3-cell.
So did you raise the KV, so it's going to be still pretty much as fast? No, these are your motors.
Not really,
these
actually.
Are still 6-cell
They're still 6-cell motors, so you're going to go really, really slow. And there's a few reasons for this. It's going to make you fly really smooth but tight racing lines, and that's kind of the idea. Is if you're using a really fast setup like on a 6-cell battery, what tends to happen is people just get carried away with the power and they're just trying to full throttle their way through the track versus trying to find the optimal racing line. And when you get into that pro level of racing, if you're not on the correct racing line, you're just not going to win. So this is going to force you to take that proper racing line, and I think make the racing a little bit more interesting. This isn't my original idea, by the way. There's a bunch of people to thank in the multi-GP community, such as Sean Ames, Armando, and Evan Turner. They actually have a whole series where they take these drones and then they race them on 3-cell.
I'm not gonna lie, a few times I've flown like a true race drone with super high up tilt, very skinny arms. They're very, very fast, and I kind of struggle to keep them under control.
I mean, feel how light that is.
I think it also has to do with the camera angle being so high. Whenever you're looking straight, it's just going super fast.
Right.
No, absolutely. So this is the set we're going to be racing today. We have a 533 switchback. We have my brand new Hype Train version 2 motors. You can check those out in the link in the description down below. We have a Foxeer 60 amp Reaper ESC. We have a Foxeer flight controller. We have the Immersion RC Ghost hybrid boards. That's your receiver and your video transmitter in one. It's got built-in pit switch, super cool. We got 2 capacitors on the back. We have a Lumineer antenna and of course a Foxeer camera with a 1.7 lens. I'm curious to see how you guys like that.
Does that mean it's super wide?
It's very, very wide. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but I think it allows you to either run a really high or low camera angle, but still have enough field of view to be able to fly. So I'll actually demo the course for you guys as well, so you can kind of see the lines I'm gonna take. Being able to race through a course is gonna make your guys' freestyle even better, because racing is all about being technical and going through these gates that at really high speeds that are super small and figuring out which lines are gonna chain them together. I mean, it's really helped my freestyle, and I think it's gonna help you guys become even better pilots. You guys ready for the course?
I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Okay, so you're gonna come around the tree.
Still going.
It still is. So you're gonna come into this gate. I'm just showing it for you guys.
Did you just miss a gate?
No, I got through it.
No, he went through it.
Through here.
Turn, through this, boom.
You guys need to
I'm kind of flying it how I would as well.
Boom.
So I hit first battery.
Around.
That's 1 lap.
Gate.
We're gonna go a little faster.
try to go as fast as you can.
Now let's let him warm up. Okay, so now he's, all right, I see.
So again, I'm trying to figure out as well, and I'm learning the course. I'm not trying to kill my quad on the first battery. I'm just trying to learn where the gates are.
Wow,
Look at that
okay.
pre-turn.
Really cutting in there. It is so crazy to see the difference between lap 1 and lap 2 and now, oh!
And lap 3.
Lap 3, he's still alive.
But see, yeah, I'm learning what the quad can and can't do. I'm not even full throttling, and this is 3-cell. Maybe I'm just old and washed up, but. And when you guys practice, you're gonna get as many laps
This
as
is
you
lap
want.
4?
Yeah, but you're gonna get as many laps as you want during practice. Just once you qualify, you only get
So
a
that
few.
was a lot smoother.
Yep.
But you really have to still correct on that. I mean,
Yep.
I think if you could find the right line, you wouldn't have to do that correction, right?
Agreed.
That orbit you've got locked down. Well, the other, but you just cut right into the
So
tree.
this is how I would probably want to do it right now. It's just
So you want to spiral to shave speed?
Yeah, you can spiral to shave speed, but it's not the most efficient line. But if it comes down to like a lack of confidence, I know I can hit that every time.
The spiral every time.
The spiral into the gate every time. Like I could come out here.
Yeah, because
Or I
there's
can
no
do that.
brakes. It's not like a car with brakes, so you have to shave off your speed with throttling the other way in a sense.
Correct. Or letting it naturally, like that's an air brake right there.
Right. So how could you air brake this spiral?
So
better?
I could like
that?
Back. Yeah, like
I
that
feel
was
like this
pretty
might
smooth.
be faster.
That's
Yeah,
what
that
I
was-
was
I
I feel like that,
faster,
even though it
faster.
seems slower because you have to be patient, you
Yep.
know, it's slow in, fast out, just like a...
So let's talk about the racing lines really quick. So let's go from the start. We're gonna go real slow here. There's really nothing special about this. This is just a 180-degree turn. We found that, you know, even doing that is pretty quick.
Yeah.
Through here, you don't want to exit too fast because then you're gonna have to make a really abrupt turn. So let me demonstrate the wrong way to do it. If you come really fast through here,
Oh!
you say you're like having a prop wash and you're being inefficient.
Yeah.
So if you even if you come in slower, look at that, you're already to the next gate. Now this gate I think is going to be the critical one for you guys. You could come over this gate and
I
split
like
us
that.
and that's
Yeah.
good. But I think though when you're going really fast, see how I
Oh,
exit
that
with more
seemed really
speed though?
nice. Yeah, you
So
did.
it's a higher risk line because you're using all your power to come out of there. And also you risk going into this side of the gate right here.
Right.
So the split S is probably a little bit safer because you know you can line up
Press flip-flop, boys.
and do that. So what I would recommend you guys is just experiment, you know. When you're racing too, guys, sometimes if you're really far ahead, you don't need to take the fastest racing line. If I was really
can
far
take
ahead
the
in the
safe
race,
racing line.
yeah, you're really far ahead, don't crash out. So, but if you're like really far behind, you gotta catch up, carry speed through it. Now
Gotcha.
this line here as well, if you come into this gate too tight, like if you're going slow, it's nice, but let me demonstrate what would happen if you come into that too fast and too tight.
Because you're gonna be coming out of that.
Here we go, you're like, you see how I'm prop washing, I'm
Right.
making 2 turns instead of 1?
Yeah.
So what you really want to do though is you don't necessarily want to come too wide either, but I would come like this, and you see how right when I get to the apex of the turn, right about here, I'm throttling,
Throttle through it.
and I'm letting the quad naturally descend. I'm not pitching the quad down, I'm just letting the quad naturally descend through the gate. So let's do it one more time. Coming out, throttle.
Nice.
And this is just a straight line. We'll do one more lap
Yeah,
for you guys.
10.3, is that cool?
Yeah, it's cool.
That was not, that's a tricky one.
It
That's
is.
so unassuming. I would not have thought that, remember when we were doing the walkthrough, I was like, it's barely a tire, it's not even gonna be hard. And now I'm watching you
Right.
do it, I'm like, oh, that's the hardest feature, isn't it?
Yep, and that's the thing. I do like a course where it has one really hard feature because this is an area where, let's say, one person is ahead of me, but they're taking a safe line. If I came in here with a lot of risk, you know, I might be able to catch them. So that's what makes it fun about racing is you having one really tricky element where maybe if you're really far ahead, you sacrifice speed for a safe line.
Yeah.
But I would recommend for you guys just going out. You can even just go spend some time. Normally in a multi-GP race, you have 2 minutes to practice. You don't have to be going through the course. You can just be working on one element. I know a lot of top guys, including myself, we'll go out and if we're really struggling to find the best line, we'll just find one element to work on.
Let's do this as close to like the real experience as possible. I think we should both, we should get 2 minutes. We should both go
You
fly
should
at
get
the same time.
I'm gonna give you a little bit more.
You're at 9
So
volts.
3S racing, yeah, now we're done. So 3S racing, you get more than 2 minutes because the more flight time. So we're gonna give you guys 4 minutes.
Fire.
Once the time is up though, you finish your lap.
Okay.
So that's the multi-GP rule.
Drew, try your absolute best, but no, the best storyline is one where you lose.
Are you rolling on this? Yes.
Yeah, basically no matter what, Drew, it's kind of a loss for you because if you win, you beat up a kid. If you lose, you lost to a kid. You really have nothing to gain in this
Killing
situation.
Bubby.
Bubby, you have nothing to lose. You know, you
here's my
really
spin.
have nothing to lose.
Here's my spin. Here's my spin, okay? True Dragon Ball fans will know that Master Roshi couldn't allow Goku to win his first tournament. Because if he did, then he would lose his drive to succeed. So really, I have to beat Bubby today in order to keep his drive fuego.
You guys are gonna get 2 practice batteries. Your third one's gonna be your qualifier. It's only gonna be the 4 laps we talked about. And then we're gonna do best out of 3 racing. So normally in drone races like DRL, depending on how you qualify, depends on the podium spot you get. So long story short, if you have a really fast qualifying time, you'll get a better starting position than the next guy. So what we're gonna do is, once these guys have like learned the track and we do the coaching, we're gonna let them each run their best single lap, and whoever has the best lap